Aquarius, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for May 30th through June 5th, 2016. I'm Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology. If you are new to the channel, be sure to check out the link because the signs are different. So Aquarius, this week we have a new moon on the weekend, so Saturday and Sunday, and it is going to be forming a grand cross in the sky. So grand crosses, they're all about working constructively with this energy. In fact, it's during these kinds of time periods that long-lasting things can be built, right? So it's a good week of challenging ourselves, and I think particularly challenging ourselves spiritually. And I say that because we're going to be in the balsamic phase of this lunar cycle, of this last one, approaching the new beginnings over the weekend. And as we go through this balsamic phase, we're forming up all these aspects with the Sun and Venus, who's going to be a part of this new moon, as we approach the weekend. So all the aspects there leading into it. So let's go and look at this in terms of which area this is involved with. This is, I think, for you guys, particularly with your roots in life. You're going to have a new moon in your fourth house. So on one hand, this could be home. On another, it could be family or both, home and family. It could even be your health as well. Basically anything that is what you might consider a foundational element of your life. So this is where you've already been focused with the Sun, which is great, and perhaps enjoying your personal life with Venus here. And so now new beginnings with all of this, especially with this conjunction up to Venus, because Venus already rules this fourth house. Now she also rules your ninth, so there could be new beginnings with what's possible in life, with your inspirations, your worldview, your possibilities. All right, your energy levels might be a bit lower, and that's why it's good to, I think, spend time at home or with family or cultivating your health, which is the Sun at the bottom of the chart. And that's exactly what is being cultivated. So this week, starting on Monday and Tuesday, Mercury is going to be trending up to Pluto those 2 days. And so here, Mercury's been very well aspected. Here in your third house, it's been really good, I think, to communicate, to learn, to read, write, share. I think you guys have been learning a lot about how your mind works, learning more about how you think about things or maybe how you communicate things. And so a lot of support with those areas these couple days as well, even your self-expression, since Mercury rules your fifth. As we get into this Wednesday, Thursday time, the Sun starts to square up to Neptune, which is the first aspect of this grand cross. So this is the Neptune side of it, and this is Neptune in your first house. So this has been that over many years, you guys have been learning more, through your experiences about letting go in life. And a lot of it's letting go of your identity and your self-image and who you are, and really connecting to the true essence of who you are through, I think, having more of that presence in your life. And this is very spiritually liberating. This is the spiritual liberation planet, if you will. I mean, all the outer planets are, but this is what we usually think of here, Neptune, which is through the acceptance, which leads to the peace. Even with the South Node entering into your first house, it's very much emphasizing this. So it's a great time to be developing yourself spiritually, especially this week, and having more of that presence, which comes from acceptance of how things are, acceptance of self, and that's creating that spiritual liberation. Now, same thing in terms of the personal life. Okay, so this is the fourth house stuff because it's aspecting up to that new moon. So this is involving the new beginnings regarding either your home, your family, your health, that are on the horizon. They're not there yet. This is going to be over the coming weeks and months. But where you've been focused here, having acceptance there, right? Having acceptance of the emotional body even too, right? And in that way, it creates, again, that peace in life. So that's Wednesday, Thursday. Then here, the Thursday and Friday time, the Sun is going to be opposing up to the Saturn side of it. So this is where the responsibilities with either your career or your productive life have really been prominent. Okay, so I think it's still great to be working hard. There's a lot of reflection here, so it's good. Some of you might be taking a bit of a break with all that, or you're rethinking a lot of the stuff you're building with your career productive life. But it's good to have that balance here, and the balance is still putting in that work there with the long-term stuff in your career, as well as the root sector, your home, family, and your health. And that's the balance. We don't want to go to either extreme. If it gets too much into the career stuff, it might become dense. And if we get too into the, just the personal life and the health of the home and that more, security area, then it gets us ungrounded with not enough of that Saturn. So it's really balancing the two, particularly, I think, the second half. And Venus squares up to Neptune Thursday and Friday as well. So when it does come to not only the home and family stuff, but even your philosophy, your adventurous spirit, what's possible in life. Again, remembering the acceptance with those things. And Venus is going to be getting close to the sun at that point, within 1 degree. They're going to go conjunct next week. But this is suggesting that, all the stuff relating to your, again, roots and your outlook, your worldview, is going behind the sun. So the sun is engulfing this, and the sun's going to take the dominant energy. So we're not seeing it clearly, or there's a lot of prana, a lot of life force coming through. And so it's good to have that extra attention, to have that moderation, and then that can keep everything nice and balanced there. Now, Friday and Saturday, that Venus opposes up to Saturn, again, suggesting patience with not only the home stuff and, taking things nice and slow with that, but also your worldview. What's possible, all right, without going to either extreme of just the density or just the possibilities. All right, it's the moderation there. And the last aspect with this will be on that Friday and Saturday when this conjunction between the Sun and Venus square up to Jupiter. All right, so here's the whole relationship side, which has been much more uplifting. Jupiter in your 7th house this year has been showing you the opportunities that come through relationships, even opportunities to connect with others, to form new relationships, to cultivate your existing ones. And that's certainly where opportunities still are. And in the square, it can sometimes over or under extreme this. So if it's the over extreme of maybe just wanting it to come easy, the relationships just come easy into your life, it's remembering that this is a long-term thing. There's this slow and steady approach, especially with that square up to Saturn. But that's what the Grand Cross is. It comes in good time. It comes with the effort. It comes with challenging ourselves here. And if it's the under extreme of sometimes pessimism or not seeing the possibilities, it's realizing that they are there. There's definitely things unfolding. They're just new, but they're definitely unfolding with your relationships. So that's the Grand Cross. It's forming up the 4 most important houses of the chart. The first house, which is about self, the 7th of relationships, the home and family, and the career and productive life. All right, and this is the integration point and working with it. And again, challenging ourselves is creating that foundation for as these new beginnings start to unfold these following weeks, which will be much more externalized, much more active in nature. It's a week of this week doing that personal development, going within and working on that acceptance with Neptune, that balance of constructiveness with Saturn, the possibilities with Jupiter, and what is this focus of new beginnings. And the primary focus, I think, of this Grand Cross, which is new beginnings with your roots in life. All right, so Aquarius, have a fantastic week. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next week.